Testing 1 2 1 2. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Go. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and get over here. So trade main. So what I was looking at this morning, we got AMST up 118%. Here's our mover here. AMST just became 6 o'clock and it is already on the move up. Let's go look at that catalyst though. Amosite. So on today it announced, whoa, just happened. On today it announced quarterly revenue increase. Amosite Inc., a leading developer of AI-powered enterprise solutions, today announced its flagship app, Nurse Magic, generated 2.4x revenue, even as the company continued to cut operating expenses. Sarah Bierman, principal financial and accounting officer, said our revenues are presently evenly distributed between B2B and B2C sales. Okay. Dr. Anne Marie. Blase. Okay. Amosite is an AI-driven company with immediate aim to transform 330 billion home healthcare segments. Okay. Let's zoom on down here. So we got a float of 2.8 million. Let's see. Insider ownership 25%, institutional ownership 6.6%. Nurse Magic solves major pains, healthcare documentation pain. Okay. So it reached up here to 504 on Friday. At this point, I don't know what it wants to do. 504. We have no real setups on the 5 or 15 or anything like that. It's got 10 million shares. The relative volume is 21 times its norm. But this thing got going. Point of control is down here at the 324. Anyway, while we're waiting on this thing to set up, let's just go over the week. If it's gonna set up, I don't know. The news is, I don't know, kind of just the Friday news catalyst that isn't as eye catching as Monday morning. But let's go look over here. Jump over to the trade journal. So yesterday I took a trade on AMIX, and kind of recouped the loss from Thursday or Wednesday. So just taking trades, these pre-market trades. And this week, 67.72. This one was the one that kind of punched me, but it's whatever. It's taking in the profits while they're there. Wonder will this thing get outperformed by anything else? It's up 95% right now. What is TGL? What is this thing? It has news from yesterday though, so no today news on that. But I'll go look at it, see what it is here. What was the news from yesterday on TGL? Let's see. TGL. Report. Okay, that was earnings report. Okay. Nothing to write home about on that one. Yeah, since I'm gonna be probably sticking with Benzinga, I'm probably gonna end up. Oh, what just happened? Probably gonna end up moving my scanners over into Benzinga for this particular part of TOS, small cap trading. It's just so easy to have my news and everything in one place, and just have one little watch list, not taking up too much screen, where I can jot down, hey, this is this is that, whatever. But yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna end up doing. I really don't need all of this stuff anymore. Watch. Hmm. Wonder does it have E-minis on here though? I like to see my NQ. I'm not seeing the ticker for it. Interesting. Does it have the SPY then? So it's got the SPY. I like the NQ a little bit better than the SPY though. Does it have oil? Or does it have futures? That's what I should ask, because that's what these are. The NQ and all of those are futures. Does not look like it has it though, so I may have to keep that in TOS. Okay. And everything else is the same though. Save this layout. Update. All right. So I can get rid of this one. And small cap. And now I'm taking up way less screen space over here, which is great. Now I can just keep my scan this over here. It doesn't take up too much room. Do I have a notes section on here? Let me see if Benzinga. It should have notes, right? Notes, maybe? No? I do notes, details, news feed, calendar, chart insiders. How do I take notes? Hmm. I might have to just stick to my own notes then. All right. Put that right up there. Perfect. I might have to I don't need any of this anymore. I just want a regular watch list. Where did you go? What was the one we were looking at? AMST. So again, this catalyst wasn't like the super hottest, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this today. Green on the week though, green on the month, but that catalyst, it has a catalyst, but it's just like, I don't know. Does this thing have beta? That would be dope. See that on there too. Let me go check before I delete all that. See what has beta here. It should have beta. Beta. It does not have beta. Okay, let me leave that on there. And you can see people's they're going to check out their news and it's starting to get a little squirrely up here. Top side right at the 452s. Okay, that fits. And I also need to move my chat. Kind of redo this whole screen thing since I don't see anything too interesting. AMST came up here to 504s. Is this a little downtrend going? And is something going to come and capsize this thing today? Something with no catalyst or anything just going to come and eat this one up. And then we had this move from up here. Let's see where it wants to go. The point of control is still down here around 328. I think that works out pretty good. Yep, I think I like that. I think I like that. Now I just need to fix the other part. Studio, let's go to want to edit. Oh, I can't do it right now. Okay, I'll do it later. That'll work. All right. So we're seeing that it came up here. It's forming this little, and a lot of times when I put these lines or whatnot on the chart, it's not that they're just concrete. I'm just looking at what could be, right? Looking at, hey, can you confirm these up or down trends? This one right here hasn't even been tested again right here through this level of the 274-ish. This one, we got 2 points up here, which I can actually cloud out a little bit. So this one is, unless it breaks through this, that's one. Then we got 2 right here. So we got some cloudy levels there. I want to see, is it going to go back and test this 424 or what? Is it losing its juice? ATR on this thing right now, what is it? ATR is 38 cents. And it's already, the bigger bars came yesterday afternoon, from 293 all the way up here to 351, and then $4 all the way up to 479 this morning at 6 o'clock. And it was already moving up. A lot of times I don't just jump on them if they're just already moving up. I kind of go and look and see why it's already moving on, especially on a Friday. Look at that catalyst and see what's going on. This one's based out of Florida. And I like to see it get challenged by something else if possible. Challenged. Not gonna put it on a no trade list yet. Just gonna kind of keep my eye on it. It's not just a horrible thing, but that catalyst just doesn't excite me for real. Okay, it's coming back down to this 423-ish level. See if it rises out here, taps again, and falls. Still looking for something else to come up and challenge it. There it is, falling through the bottom. I don't even know what these markings are for. I don't know if I made these in the let me see when these were made. Edit. These are made in February. February 27th is the day that I made these. Okay. So for some reason, I don't know. Let me see if they have different dates. Are they all on February 27th? February 27th, yep. Yep, all on the same day. Okay. So this is one of those times where, yes, we're following Catalyst, but, you know, Catalyst is like subpar. It's a Friday Catalyst. And I think there's something else going to end up popping up here. Without a Catalyst, that's going to be uh, putting this on the shame. See what that 5 minutes looking like. 5 minute. Oh, 5 minute and 15 and all of this stuff. So this is the 5, breaking down those lows. 15 minute also red there, bottom of the 4, pretty much bouncing around the $4. And the SPY is still in an upward motion, still looking bullish. Can we confirm either one of these trends? Need 3 taps, 3 taps. See where it wants to go now. And coming down there, tapping this bottom of 406. 5-minute candle has 3 minutes left on it. This one does feel like it can dive at any moment. 17 million shares traded on it. Hmm. So came down here. 1, 2, 3. See, what's this? 408. Oh, is it gonna make a lower one here? Nope. Okay, pulling back off that level again. Back over 409. Slow down, big boy. Oh Lord. Hmm. Can it get over and test? Small pop. Do I want to play with my soul here though? Came down here, small pop off of that. And we still haven't confirmed this as any kind of trend yet. Could easily snap down on us. I mean, that was a 10-cent move right there from 403 up to 420-ish. Well, more than 10 cents, but I just don't trust it. Still think it's in walk down mode. Bottom down here at 401. I might just miss that one. I saw it do it came down here 3 times, kind of tapped on it, but I was just, damn, just not impressed by it. Now there's the third test there. Okay, so now we got a little bit more information. Need to see it start to turn around this trend. Getting a good test here. And falling back into the trend. So on the bottom side, which we haven't really confirmed yet, it's down here at the 335s. Come on back down. We know you ain't got the juice. Nobody believes in you. Hopefully this isn't a full engulfing candle. That's going to be kind of bearish here. It dives all the way and covers this bottom of the 412, all the way back to the 412s. Okay, so not an engulfing candle, but definitely not bullish action either. It's like it wants to get back into the current trend, yo. So what I'm looking for, if this trend is invalid, I'm looking for a curl out of the trend, maybe a double bottom, something to start to separate it from this trend here, right? So we got one here that was kind of in the trend and looking for it to kind of hold this 419-ish level. Hold out of the trend, buddy. That was a little micro downtrend right here, 1, 2, 3, and looking to see if it continues to trade within this previous. Yeah, it is trading within that previous candle. This 419 is where it started to sit on the trend, but it's looking very bearish here. Will it break down this 419 is the question. It's got a micro downtrend in here. So I'm going to count all of this as a test of this trend right here. If it fails, whoops. All of this is the test. So that's almost a 5-minute test there and a failure if it fails. Okay. So coming down here to this 419 level. Hasn't closed the candle yet though. 30 seconds left on it. So break over 425. 425, we'll check it out. Can it actually break up? About to close this candle. Hold on, little buddy. Got a double top there, 430s. Got this little top here, 433. I'm gonna take a small entry here, looking for the break of that 432 and 70. My shares, bro. All right, 120. Looking for the break up here of the 443s. Not really looking to hold this one long at all. Just a break. And if it comes back below 414, I'm going to go ahead and get out. Looking for that push above this 443 level. If it can get it. If not, I'm out. Can we get a little break of this 439 level? Currently 425, looking like a good spot to jump out. Need to see over 40s. Not looking great. Still holding this level though. But it's gotta break. Gotta break. $5-minute on green, 15-minute on green. Open up mid. I don't like that setup. Come on, pull back up. So now we have a micro uptrend. Micro uptrend through here. And I'm going to look for it to try to hold this for a little break. But not positive here. Got to get out of this level, the 435. 430s back up there. I'm looking on the ask and the bid, looking for 30s to pop back up there. Can you get that break? Okay, and I'm ready to take profit. I'm not looking to leave this in here too long. For sure. Top side of this is 443. Can we get that jump? There we go. All right, so yeah, let's get ready to be selling some. Not playing around with it. We'll let this candle close, see where it goes. Can it get 450? 447. All right. Can we get 450 up there? Oof. Don't like none of that. Come on, bro. 445s. Come on, big boy. 445 is all we need to see. There we go. Ready to sell some up here. It cannot hold, can it? 445. Giving it a minute. Okay, new candle opening there with no continuation. Don't like that. All right, so a breakdown of this level of the 425s. I'm going to go ahead and jump. 425 down here. Ready to jump. Play with me. Play with me if you bad. So ready to jump out. Okay, so that's 3 times on this micro, but it's got to hold this level here. Got to get over 440s. Okay. There we go. So let's get ready. Can we get a pop through the 450s up here? If not, I'm looking to be stopping out very soon here. Just not seeing the movement that I like. Taking, I'm down, got 70 shares left. Oh, this shows me red. Getting on out of there. 50 shares left. More red. 20 shares left. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, whatever. Well, that was a small green, but I was looking for it to continue to hold this and get over that 450. It just could not do it, which is okay. I knew the catalyst was weak anyway, so, but I am playing the catalyst stock on the day, so it is what it is. Remove that. So we got that micro, little micro. So now if it fails, I'm gonna count all of this as look. Let me go. Let me go. Let me get out. I'm gonna count all of this as the failure point. So activate this, all of this. Big cloud of testing in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Whole bunch of cloudiness in here. And we're going to see if it's going to break down this $4 level, moving down back down into the trend. But I gave it a chance. Gave it a chance. If it would have popped, that would have been nice. But you know, it is what it is. Weak catalyst. Friday catalyst. So not trying to hold too much. I'm already green on the week, so engulfing candle up here to the 430s could be interesting though. Right over this 429, 430 level. It's cloudy up here. I'm unsure in this area because it just wouldn't go. So I wonder, are other people unsure or somebody still like, oh yeah, this thing's going up? It's like, looks like I'm not the only one. Let's see if they hit some selling down here past the 410, 415 level or 415, 410 level. I knew I wasn't the only one in here like, bro, that should have went. Yeah, boy. More uncertainty in here. So activate this drawing. Mm-hmm. Taking a little pause break there. Wow. Long pause break. What you trying to do? You running out of volume or something? Okay, 420s. So we held this little indecision of the 410 there. Get me in there, boy. 420, looking for the 425 break. So we're still in indecision. $33 loss will be down here at 389 for me right now. Looking for this break over this level of 425 if possible. Only in 100 shares. Not trying to risk 30 bucks, but past this 409, I'm definitely going to be trying to jump out. Looking for that pop. Pop through that indecision. It kind of tricked us all. Can we get a pop through 425? And the high up here is 440. So that's what I'm going to be trying to jump out. If pop, oh, you're going to have to break, buddy. Don't play me like this. Past this 409, I got to be out. Past that 409, I got to jump out. 410, I'll hit the sell button. You're in indecision. Can you shake upwards? Okay. You're not seeing those 430s. Almost saw them. If I can see the 430s, I'm gonna be moving up to 415 as a out button. Can we see those 430s? Nope. All right. Well, that didn't work. Can we see 420s? Selling out. So down $1 right now. Top side of this is 428. You could not see it hold those 425s up there. So still in kind of like an indecisive move here, but it showed us a little bit of a wicking candle here. This wick, downwards wick, is showing me that the sellers are still, you know, trying to take souls here. And I'm not trying to get caught up with that. I was looking for it to shake out in this indecision and maybe go higher, but yeah, again, I'm not willing to take that. Is it still gonna stay in this cloud? Activate. Got another. Look how long it's been in this cloud. Just everybody's just cloudy. All right. Cloudy. All right. So let's see back over 20. Can you get over 20s? Still cloudy. Got another bottom down there before 15. Can we see 420s? 420. No. $19. Nope. All right, so the bottom is 415. Long time spending this cloud without diving, but I do not want to be a part of that dive for sure. Back over the top side of this would be over 420. It's looking like volume's kind of drying up too, a little bit. Waiting for it to either fall out of this cloud or go up. But it is not giving me a whole lot of optionality. Okay, falling out of the cloud. And if we can pull back over 420, it may be interesting, but at this point, I'm not buying outside of this cloud because I'm expecting a further drop. We just haven't got it yet. Back over 417. Back into the cloud. Whole lot of indecision though. Top side of this is 417. 417. Mm-hmm. 10 seconds left. Can you show me some green here? Got in a little bit there. Oh man, yeah. Still in a cloudy area, but you know, below 407 I'm jumping. 405, 407, somewhere up in there. This thing has had multiple times to take us higher, but it just won't. So I'm losing faith in it for sure. See 410. Yep, that's 3 losses on that. I'm done. All right, it's not doing what I wanted to do. That's all good. So down on all of that, $1.67. It's super choppy. It's a Friday, so whatever. Very low, low losing day, and it may, do some craziness, but yeah, if I'm wrong 3 times, I'm just moving away. Usually I'm right the first time. So if you look back on, let me see, right here. Look back on here. Most of my one trade days, one trade. I'm right on the first time and I just get the ride and I'm done. Multiple wrong entries. I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's showing me that today ain't the day. Not the day to be playing. So closing up the week on a very managed red day. Sinking right now. Come on, import them. Let's go look at Yahoo Finance while we're waiting. See what's on the front page. Diamond heads for JP Morgan. Oh, no. Demand heads for JP Morgan exit and investors aren't happy. CEO tenure is winding down as his influence peaks. Okay. Why so many CEOs rode along Trump's whirlwind Mid-East tour? Okay. All right, let's see. Did it finish? It did. Okay. So today, took a little loss. Ended up with $1 something down. Maybe, okay, yeah, $1. So 3 trades, 3 times wrong on the same stock with the catalyst. And, just not, I'm good. I'm cool. But yeah, keeping the risk managed. If I don't believe in it already, I'm definitely not gonna be holding it long. It's gonna have to go. I can't allow it to rob me. Can't allow it to rob me. But yeah, that one was the pre-market one that I saw today with Catalyst. Don't know what it's gonna do for the rest of the day. Had a little earnings or whatnot. Kind of weaker for the Friday, but I'm cool with it. Even if it goes up, all of this indecision, this is a lot of time to be in indecision. This was what? Almost, well, really not even indecision, consolidation. If you look on the higher time frames over here, it's just consolidation between 4 and like 424 consolidating. So not the type of trade I want to be holding into, because if it does explode out of this cloud downward, I'm going to be holding the bag. And I'd rather hold a dollar bag than a 50 $100 bag down to the downside. But we got this little bottom here. It's starting to creep out the bottom side of this cloud towards those 403. So we'll see if it can actually attack. Yeah, yeah. There it goes. Let's see if it can get through that $4 level. It spent a lot of time consolidating. A lot of people got kind of chopped around in there, and that's what we want to avoid right there. Yup. So let's check out this loss. So where I had bought the first time, was 422. 422. And let's say I just held that bag through that chop, right? That's 422 all the way down here to 375. So what kind of loss is that on 120 shares? 422 down here to 375 minus 375. It's about 47 cents on 120 shares. So that's times 120. That's about $56. Okay. On the second trade that I took, the first one I traded was this one that I got green on. My bad. So I took a 120 share size and took 100, and then I took 10. So just sized out of it as I lose confidence, not sizing in, sizing out. But yeah, that's what happened. Okay, I didn't see this one. So I did have one green, but it was very small green. It was like 3 cents. Then I lost 5. Then I lost 5, and I was like, yeah, that's enough for me. That is enough for me. But yeah, it would have been down quite a bit here as it lunges back down to this downtrend. So big cloudy area before moving back down into the downtrend. And this little whatever we had down here is kind of irrelevant now. It's more along the lines of the downtrend. So we'll see what it does, what 22 million shares traded. Avoided some major loss there, protecting the account, and just following what I see and following the catalyst. If the catalyst doesn't work out, it doesn't mean every catalyst isn't going to work out, but I take into account that it is Friday and this was a weak catalyst. So I'm like, hey, that's two things against me. This is not a A quality setup by any means. It's probably like super C, got a catalyst. It was moving up before the open of TOS trading. It was already moving up, so somebody was already doing things on this, and then came down into this downtrend. I saw it come out here, and I was like, I had a little bit of faith in this but the bigger this cloud got, the more uncertainty I started to feel there. So I was like, yeah, look at these small little tests up here. One little test, two little tests, and then this big old test of like 15 minutes. So I was like, yeah, let me not risk my toenails here. Let's go ahead and get out. And I'm glad I made that call. And so now I can go into the weekend not sweating bullets, right? But I mean, either way, $50 loss, you may be like, oh, well, that's not a lot. But my risk is $33, right? I usually get 2R, 3R of that $33. So you can see over here during the week, like Amex, 53, CNSP 72, 67, 185. So I'm getting multiples of my risk when I do win. But I rather minimize the losses, minimize the days that are going to be, taking my mental capital away. Anyway, I don't see anything else popping on the scans that is meeting the RVOL or meeting any of the other criteria. I don't even know if any more catalyst is going to come out today, but it is what it is. And maybe during another session today, maybe this one will do something, but I'm not going to wait around and find out. I was looking to come in on Friday, make a little green, get on down, but it's whatever. I still count it as a win. If I look at the percentage of my risk that I lost here, I would say 167 part of 33. I lost about 5% of that $33. About 5% of it. Very little. 5%. But I'm okay with that, you know. Now, if I have my, since I've come over to the pre-market thing, I stopped doing the whole $500 risk and all that stuff. Now, if I was doing that, I probably would have played it a little bit differently. But at this point, it's just no point. Like, I'm gonna make money with smaller risk. I'm still gonna win. And I know if I do three times, one, two, three, and I'm out, I'm cool. I'll be back next week. Is there any holidays next week? What's next week's dates? It is May 19th, 20th. May any other holidays in this month? I don't know. But yeah, just gonna let that thing walk it down and chill out. It's coming back up, looking like it's coming towards that $4 level, but that's okay. That still would have been a loss for me. Hasn't completely crashed into this downtrend, but I think later on in the day it actually will. With all of that volume and this choppiness in here. Anyway, if you guys are seeing anything else that I'm not seeing, definitely throw it into the chat. Good morning, Donnell. So I took my trade for the day, Donnell. Looking to get some early profits and get on down. AMST failed miserably. Had catalyst, just weak. Anyway, yeah, that's about it for me. I'm not gonna sit here and watch this teeter around. I'm done for the day. I'm actually walking away, going to do something else because I can make $1.67 very quickly. Just need to go and sell 20 cans. Go and pick up 20 cans and sell them, and bam, got me $1.67. Nothing to see here. Sold your RDDT. RDDT. Reddit. Sold on Wednesday. What happened? Let me go to the bigger time frame here. So what time frame? This is max daily. Okay. So it came down here, and I'm guessing you played the gap field maybe. There was a gap down here to 81, and it filled that gap all the way to 113. And instead of selling on the first one, you were patient and you were like, let's see what this thing's gonna do. And then it gave it this this wick right here. Is this daily? This is the daily chart. Yeah, max daily. Gave this little high topping tail. Looks like the first one it gave here. Where did you enter? Did you enter down here on the 81, 82? Then came out 130. So that was yesterday. Or no, that Wednesday. What was Wednesday? Was it the 14th? Yeah, Wednesday. Nice. You saw the double top and you anticipated it to come down and you went ahead and sold. Nice. Very, very nice. Let me go back over to the to our. Was there news out on did news come out on Reddit? Oh, some. Oh, and when you sold, did you go short on it? Did you switch over? About higher low area the week prior. AMST running. Well, it can do what it does, man. It can do what it does. It doesn't look like it's running. Looking on my other screens, and it still looks like it's under 4. Yeah. So yeah, not too worried about that. I think that's gonna go on down to the graveyard. it's already proven that I don't know what it wants to do. 3 times it said, hey, you can't understand my crossover move. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, Kyrie. You're right. You crossed me over. I'm good. Health insurance is high. I'm good. I'm gonna keep my ankles. So that's kind of my sentiment on that one right now. It's like, yeah, it's taking ankles. Hitting that whole dollar level, and it's already tested one whole dollar, which was the 5. It tested the half-dollar level right there, the 450, and now it's back to a whole dollar level, seeing more problems. More problems. Right there at that 4. Let me go and see what else. TGL, they didn't have a catalyst. But yeah, my main mission is to keep money in my pocket, continue to grow, 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 grow. And that's one of the biggest parts of trading, like, is the defensive part. Offensive is so cool. You get in, you're in the driver's seat, and you just see the money just growing, growing, growing. Defense, though, basically being grateful for what you already have and being able to just say, yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it. You got me on my heels. Gotta catch myself. Yeah, slow in pre-market for sure. Yep, that's why I'm not too I'm not too worried about this because I don't know if there's gonna be another one with Catalyst today. Maybe something else that comes up without Catalyst that overshadows this one. And if that's how it's gonna play, I'm cool not being a part of it. And I will be back on Monday morning, bright and early, to make me another $1.67. No, I'm playing. I'll probably make more than that, but we'll see. See what the catalyst is, see where it's located, make sure it's not Chinese or Israeli, and we can go on from there. And the worst part about this is it actually plays with your emotions in here. This area right here, this big old cloud we had, was where a lot of people either got faked in or whatever, and then they held. And now this little bounce here is giving them some sort of relief, but it's not getting back to those entry levels. It's not giving them that true entry back over the 420s. And so it's not really it's kind of like hope and despair. Hope and then more despair. Hope then more despair for anybody that entered into that choppiness. So let's see if it continues to despair by breaking back down the $4, breaking back to 375 here. Right on that 402. And I'm wondering, if someone did enter here, are they adding into their position, being like, well, if it comes back through, I'll be green. If it comes back through this 420 or whatnot, I'll be green. And then as they're adding, more shorts are coming in on top of that. It's got 30 million shares traded, so it is heavily, heavily traded right now. Super fat on the level twos. Very small motion. And I'm thinking it can get back below $4. 401. Go ahead and crash it down, buddy. This is the despair. Yep. Yep. Not going back up there. You got more than that, right? I know you do. Stop playing. Go to 375. Couple minutes left. It's gonna close up. Is it gonna close up as a hangman though? It's at the top of a move. The small little hangman pattern. So is it gonna go ahead and rip down through this bottom here, 398, after a hangman? Yep, there it is. So that was a signal. Top of the move, nice hangman, bam. More and more despair. Let's see if it can pick up momentum though. It's got to pick it up towards the 390s. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 390 is an easy breakdown for you. 4 cents away. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Just like that. Hangman into another drop of despair. Well, we've seen people get baptized. We've seen people get hypnotized. I got a little bit hypnotized, but I overcame my hypnosis and I escaped the rat race right there. So I feel good. I'll take today as a win. I'm good. Anyway, it is 7:14. I'm not gonna sit here another 15 minutes and wait it out. If something else pops up, I'll be in the Discord. We can definitely look at it. If it doesn't have catalyst though, I'm gonna waste a whole lot of time. I'm probably just gonna keep doing what I'm doing during the day. And yeah, just not really trying to spend too much mental energy on Friday. I got a nice little long weekend, so yeah, I'm good. I'll study up, see what I did wrong, see what I did right. Now, for the most part though, pre-market has been going well for me. For the longest time I just was like, man, pre-market. But I had to do some back testing, had to really understand like, what I'm trading with, which is TOS. Understanding how the market flow is because this is a free broker. It's not like I got direct access where I'm just getting in and out right when I click the button, right? So I'm having to be in front of the move a lot of times to get filled because I have noticed when I traded pre-market in the past and not be in front of the whoever the front runners are, you never get filled. It just pushes right past you, especially with like trying to stop out or something like that. You got to go ahead and do it. Like up here, when I was like thinking about stopping out and all that, I was hitting the stop button before it got to that point, before it got to the point that I had called out. So if I wanted to get out at 410, if I'm seeing 408 or not, what was that, 410? Yeah, 410. If I'm seeing 412 on the bid, I'm gonna go ahead and punch it to be in front of the crowd. I don't. If I hit it at 410, it's a very good chance that I'll miss it and get a drop, get a drop out on me. But anyway, that is it for today. I will be back next week in pre-market. We'll be continuing to build the account. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, Donnell. Nothing to see here. I always almost call you by your other alias, but anyway, yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're going to continue to trade, remember it is Friday. It's the end of the week, and there's some starving people out here. So if you're going to trade, keep your head on the swivel and be quick, be fast. We're waiting for some more good catalysts to come on Monday morning, Tuesday morning, beginning of the week. That's kind of where I want to focus on. My main wins is at the beginning of the week on those things where people are coming out the weekend. They're already hot. They were hot last week, and they want that Monday, Tuesday morning payout. Right. And then for the rest of the week, it's kind of like free selling, you know. But anyway, that's it for me today. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.